Hello, everybody. I hope we're having a great Sunday evening if you're listening to this live. Welcome to another Sunday night frequency meditation. And tonight we're going to look at stillness. But stillness, not what a lot of people discuss, it more as a coordinate, not so much a state. So tonight's session comes from a very specific understanding of how alignment actually works and that ripple effect happens on for you in this density. So many approaches speak about stillness as it's more of a state you enter, something you cultivate, feel, or access somehow through relaxation or surrendering techniques or emotional settling. Those approaches, they all have absolute value. They help people soften, slow down, and then start to also be able to reconnect with something quieter inside themselves. So they start to orientate people away from the chaos and more in towards that calm. And that in itself, just as that as an exercise, can be deeply supportive. But what we're doing tonight, we just speak from a different perspective. It's a different kind. So stillness with a space-time method, it's not so much a mood or a feeling or a meditative condition. It's a coordinate. It's a precise internal position where perception, body, and awareness organize themselves automatically for us. So when that coordinate is clear, then the system, your system, stabilizes by itself. And that then, as a ripple effect, as being a reflection here in density, thoughts align, timing sharpens, decisions become simpler to make, and just life you'll find it starts responding differently because you're meeting it in a very different position. It's okay if you don't understand. This is just the background. This is the science, if you like, the subquantum physics. We don't need to understand it for it to work, just like gravity. I don't understand how gravity works, but it does. Same here. So don't get bothered. We're bringing you into a space right now. So the work that we're doing here and how we are shifting is that it doesn't rely on release or effort or emotional processing to arrive. It doesn't ask the mind to let go or the body to relax into something better. That's all mind-based. Instead, it reestablishes orientation. And when orientation is correct, stillness, it has to appear as a natural byproduct. Same way when you stand correctly, you have balance. And it's rather than that moment you try and feel steady. It just happens. And that's why this work is very precise rather than guiding experience. It restores your reference point rather than aiming for outcomes. It just places that awareness where the outcomes actually organize themselves. You're tuning in, opening up, becoming aware of a different intelligence, a clearer intelligence that you do have access to at all times. But we have filters. So this is a way to address these filters. And again, it's like rather than working with states that come and go, it works with position. So that's something very stable. It's repeatable. And as mentioned, it's always available. It's not down to what state you're in. You navigate to this position. So tonight, let's do this experiential. So it's going to be about recognizing that difference directly, not conceptually, not philosophically, experientially, like we do with all of these transmissions. So we're not entering stillness, we're locating it. And once it's located, it does the rest for us. So let's take a deep breath in together, all of us. Noticing that air coming into your lungs. Your lungs are in your body. You're in your body. So just bringing that sensation arriving here. And just allow awareness to arrive. You look at a precise internal position where clarity gathers naturally. This place, as we take another breath in, again, becoming aware of our lungs in our body within ourselves. So this place where attention, as I said, settle through recognition rather than effort. It's not passive, it's a coordinate. A point in your experience where alignment occurs simply by standing in it. And as you stand here, the body begins to organize around this reference. The spine sets itself upright. Perception clears. And just suddenly kind of everything just feels grounded, coherent, instantly present. We don't have to take steps to get here. We don't have to learn anything. We don't have to figure it out or even give our permission. It's just by placing our awareness in the center, it comes to you. So this part of you is ancient and intelligent. Remembers how to stand within the present moment in the right position, and that effortlessly takes the lead. So just coming back into your sphere, if you've wandered a bit, that place in the center point in your brain, just notice the left side, the right side, and how together they merge. Perfect synchronicity, perfect efficiency, precision. And from here, coming down through your spine, you and your spine, your spine and you. Just coming to the core of the earth, just dropping right in. You're like bathing in these frequencies that you have access to. Their density, you're in density. These pure frequencies that bring you into a even more precise position in space and time, that coordinate we're speaking about. And then coming from the core of the earth right up through your spine, back to your sphere, and just staying here as we continue on. Every time we do this, there's a movement of alignment. This is an emotional state. It's an energetic position. So stillness here is not something you feel or enter. Stillness is actually a function of placement. And as you settle into it, you begin to realize that the stillness you're experiencing, it isn't passive at all. It's a different definition of stillness, but the one that we're tuning into is the coordinate that activates clarity, opens up perception, aligns your timing. From this position, as you take a deep breath in, just referencing your sphere, your spine, the core of the earth, the movement. That's all you have to do. When you're in this position, in this stillness, you start to notice that thoughts no longer struggle to form. they gather, soften, and they arrange themselves without effort. Sensations become distinct, they're clear, effortless. Your timing becomes cooperative. It's almost as if the clock of your experience moves in rhythm with you instead of pushing you ahead. It's what the Taoist philosophy refers to when it speaks of alignment with the way. The way is the path of least resistance, where life flows naturally from clarity, not effort. So it's not so much the words I'm speaking, because I'm not teaching you something. It's actually the position we're moving into. Science also tells us that when the body and mind are aligned like this, your nervous system operates efficiently, processing information swiftly and smoothly without tension or overload. They can go a little bit deeper with that because of this efficiency, because of this less clutter. You also have access to other universal intelligences, quite separate, quite different than all of the programming that we have here in our mass consciousness that we're all part of. So just let's stay here while we let that become familiar for you. And as you observe your environment, the stillness in your environment, maybe sense that activity under the stillness. That clarity, precision. Knowing as you remain here, the body naturally holds its reference. You're anchored in this internal position, and your awareness now it becomes centered. It's not reactive. It's responsive. From this grounded place, you may realize that experience itself doesn't require effort to organize. It just flows from coherence, being centered in this time right now in your body. And we notice in this position that time no longer feels like a rush, and life itself seems to slow down. It's almost like it's working with you now. And again, Buddha, he taught that quiet wisdom, right orientation leads to right action. The field of experience operates in perfect harmony when you're in the right place. So when you're aligned, you witness this in real time. Things resolve themselves naturally rather than through force. And at first you think, oh, it's a coincidence, or you get an aha moment and then it goes away. But as this builds up, it becomes more frequently, there's a tipping point, and that becomes your new baseline, that new version of you. It's not so new. It's just been waiting. So just settling into this internal position right now, centered in our sphere. You let the body and the field align completely, finding balance in the stillness. Just pause here. And just as you take a breath in, and notice how your awareness returns to its position with effortless clarity. Your body's still organized, your spine remains aligned. And you may notice that there's no striving to stay in this state. The body knows where it belongs. Awareness simply remembers and stays placed in the flow. Starts to be a sense that experience is not something you chase, but it's something that unfolds around you when you stay in this internal position. In a state of coherence or alignment, it then becomes the foundation of action. There's no need to push forward into the next thing. The next thing just simply appears, ready for you when you're aligned. It's not the use mode of operation. Most people live from a place of reaction, always trying to catch up with life. But when you hold the correct internal coordinate, life, reality, it aligns, it revolves around you instead. This isn't just metaphysical or philosophical, it's essentially really deeply scientific and quantum biology. Coherence means that cells can communicate more efficiently, systems can process more quickly, and everything just functions optimally when coherence is maintained. So it's already been shown, proven with whatever evidence we need, the human mind needs to sign off on it. But it's well documented. So of course we have the same system within ourselves. Just remain present here in its stable orientation. Start to observe it, the details of it. Become familiar with this space. Even if the mind says, oh, it's the same space before I got the meditation, there's a deeper knowing. I should do a meditation on that to help people with those loops, programs. Just stay here. Allow yourself to rest in this space without seeking anything outside. Notice how your awareness is spacious, but it's grounded. It's not stretching outwards or pulling inwards, but it's simply present in this perfect equilibrium. No external reference points, but only one internal reference point or center. Just allow your mind to relax into it, experience it. With its own natural state of clarity. Just observing the flow of our mind. The organization, clarity. Without getting lost. This quiet intelligence within you, what I refer to as a pure blueprint, is you before created in density with programs, filters. Not suggesting they're bad, it's all part of what we're doing. But it's a pure blueprint that begins to inform your next step. Each moment then becomes available for choice, but it's a choice now made from presence, not from reaction. It's the same process that mirrors the quantum physics, that when a system's coherent, it doesn't just exist, it chooses its next state based on the underlying order. So here, stillness is not absence, it's actually the activity of coherence. It's a dynamic, responsive state where your body, your mind, your environment, they all synchronize naturally. We think we have to do it with our very limited mind. All these trillions of activities happening at the same time, so that we could be doing exactly what we're doing this very second. You feel the fluid when alignment is present. You start needing to plan or fix or force. You just begin to witness, really being aware and witnessing, being here, how life responds to your presence rather than to your striving. So just feel this stillness as it's something very real. It's not an abstract idea, but it's in fact is a tangible presence you can access at any time, just simply by returning to this coordinate. And breathing in, coming to our sphere. And we don't always stay here, even when we have these experiences. Because that's part of the human nature. It's part of the evolutionary process we're in right now. So we get this polarity, this duality. When we're in a more precise coordinate, we have the stillness, our mind, our perception shifts, changes. Mind calms, we receive other awareness. And then we just get off our mark a little bit in daily life. And as time goes on, though, you catch that quicker. So you come back quicker. You just observe it. There's no judgment. It's just always something to observe and to embody. And then as time goes on from that, you're not doing that tap dance so much. It's just one dance. Another deep breath in, really feeling the air in your lungs. That external environment coming into your internal environment, and then releasing back out. A wonderful dance happens from the very second you're born until your last breath, with perfect synchronicity. All your wants and needs are met. That's why we don't think about it. We're just in it, in the presence of it. And I'll leave you here. You can stay here. Awareness remains centered in the body. It's all grounded through the spine, aligned within the sphere. Always supported by the movement as it radiates outwards. Allows your perception to stay organized and responsive. And your pure blueprint, that unchanging reference point, it always remains intact through every experience. Just holds you steady in life's natural rhythm. So you're good to go. And I'll see everybody next Sunday.